Look, I've had my agency nearly 4 years now. On the 28th of October, it will have been 4 years exactly since I registered as a limited company in England. Now, I won't lie, there's been a lot of ups and downs. Like signing a client from the first cold call I ever made. That was pretty sweet. That was a pretty good feeling. But then when a certain flu got out of hand and I lost 80% of my income for 3 months, that was not so great, all right? Now, I've learned a lot through these 4 years, and what I'm going to share with you is going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of having to go through all of this yourself. Look, I'm super pleased with my agency right now. I know that there's still such a long way to go, but I live in Thailand. For those of you who don't know, I live in Koh Samui, Thailand. I've actually just got a new place. It's nice. I like it. It's in a cool area. I've got a sea view. I wake up every single day feeling blessed, feeling excited and ready for the day, to the point where my morning routine's kind of just gone out the window because I'm so ready to get started with work. And I haven't felt that way in a long time. And I want the same for you. I want you to wake up every day feeling like this. I know it sounds cheesy and shit like that, but I want the same for you, wherever you're at. You don't have to be somewhere like Koh Samui, Thailand, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in your social media marketing agency journey, whether you're like a few years in or whether you're just starting. I want you to feel like this. This isn't just another random SMMA video about like strategies or hacks or well, I guess they are tips, but these aren't short-term strategies. These are pieces of advice that are going to help you in the long term, because ultimately we're not here for a short-term win. We're here for the long-term success. All right. And to be honest, these tips, I have actually found that they are helping me in other areas of my life outside of my agency. When I implemented these bits of advice, I started seeing success in other areas. Like, I'm probably in the best shape of my life right now. I'm also very happy. I'm like emotionally stable for the first time in fucking years. And I'm so grateful for learning these lessons. And I know these are going to be super valuable to you. So I'll stop wasting time and we will get into it. All right. Let me just have some soda water first. So first of all, your success with your social media marketing agency will depend, or it will be determined on how able you are to do consistent, simple actions over and over and over again. All right. So when you're like between 0 and 10K a month, you should just be doing outreach. All right. Hang on. This is actually 2 points in one. The first point is you're consistently doing the daily tasks every single day, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. Doesn't matter if like you haven't seen success in a while. You got to do these daily steps. Now, number 2, these daily steps are predominantly outreach. So outreach involves sending messages to businesses in the hopes that they will sign you as their agency. You can start fulfilling their services, and ultimately they pay you their cashola, which we are all in business for. Let's not try kid ourselves. We're here to make the peas, all right? So if you are able to consistently do this on a daily basis, then you do like outreach, you do 30 pieces of outreach every day for 6 months, you're going to be doing fucking really well, all right? It's just that you're going to be hitting insane numbers. You're going to be building discipline. And like I said earlier, this helps other areas of your life, because when you build discipline from like you do outreach, you bam, 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 sending all those messages, that discipline carries on to other areas of your life. So let's say you go into the gym a lot, obviously, and you are already in that mindset of, I do this task, whether I like it or not. That carries over to the gym. So you go to the gym whether you feel like it or not. And that's just really good, because this discipline, it just carries on to so many areas of your life, which again is going to help, because you're going to be healthier, which means your mind is going to be better, working at a more optimal rate, which helps with the outreach, which helps with this. So it's just this cycle that accelerates your success. Now, again, that second point, outreach, however many hours you have in a day, 70% of that should be outreach. Now, that is just a number I fucking picked out of my head. Let's say 80% for the sake of the Pareto's principle. But 80% of your time should be done on outreach, 20% on like client fulfillment. If you're not doing any fulfillment, then it's probably going to be taking sales calls. So yeah, just remember that a lot of your time when starting out will be taken up with outreach. That's okay. It's necessary. It's one of those things that no one fucking enjoys, but it needs to be done. So just get over yourself and do it. All right. Number 3, don't have a set offer in mind. Now, during my 4 years, I've probably gone through so many different offers for my agency, whether it's a 90-day program, like monthly things, like whether it's just social media management or paid traffic or just websites or just sales funnels. Yeah, I've like basically cleared the board of offers. Now, the key here is not to stick to one offer, all right? This is because you don't decide whether an offer is successful. The market decides. That means that you could think of this brilliant offer. You could think, oh my God, this is amazing. But the thing is, your target market might not either see its value or they might know that their business doesn't need that offer. All right, you can't push an offer that they don't need onto them because first of all, they'll sniff it out and they'll just tell you to fuck off. And secondly, you don't need a second point, all right? You can't do it. You need to always be adapting your offers and the way that this comes about. You don't just fire 30 offers and see what sticks. You have one offer, you develop it, you put it out to market, you test it with the outbound stuff, you test it on sales calls. And if after like 10, 15 sales calls, no one bites on this offer, then think about changing your offer. You want to do this. If you are having all of these sales calls, what you should do is you should be getting feedback of everyone that says no. Just send them a couple questions. Hey, just wanted to reach out and ask, I'm just trying to improve my services just so I can help as many people in the best way that I can. I don't suppose you could write me a few sentences on why my service wasn't right for you. I'd greatly appreciate it. And again, it was great getting to know you and your business. Getting that feedback is going to be super important in terms of where your offer evolves into. Like you've got your what is it? You've got your Eevee Pokemon and you're finding out which way it evolves. What a fucking thing to add in. Absolute dork. So yeah, just remember your offer should be flexible. You should be getting feedback and over time it will develop. You will get there. I promise. As long as you're having sales calls, getting feedback, always evolving to what the market wants, you will get there. Now, my 4th one is kind of controversial, right? So in the social media marketing agency world or the business world, there's this idea of monk mode. And I'll start off by saying monk mode didn't work for me. I'm not saying that monk mode doesn't work, just saying monk mode didn't work for me. Now, monk mode is the idea that you really reduce your screen time, no alcohol, no booze. You are going into life with just the sole purpose of business or just like one purpose. Like a monk only has one purpose. Monk mode is going in, I don't know how long you want to do it, 3 months, let's say. And you're like, right, I'm achieving this goal in 3 months. I'm negating like social life, all of this sort of stuff. And to be honest, it didn't work for me. Again, it might work for other people. However, a lot of people I've spoken to say it doesn't work. And I think personally it's overhyped. I think that it's like giving yourself, it's almost like giving yourself crutches for no reason. So what I do is I have a balanced life. Shock, a balanced life actually works where I go out and see my friends. I enjoy my life. And the reason that I do this is because I get energy from my lifestyle, from having a fun lifestyle. All right. Now, this energy transfers over to my business because if I'm doing stuff, I'm going out for nice dinners, I'm like traveling, going on adventures, hanging out with mates, then I have the energy to like, right, I've got to smash this. I've got to like, what's the next level? That's always going through my mind. What's the next level? How can I get there? And that gives me a lot more energy to work, a lot more drive than monk mode, which I just stagnated with, didn't see much progress from. If anything, it was like bad for mental health. look, I'll hold my hands up and say maybe I did it wrong, but yeah, a lot of people I've spoken to as well say monk mode, it just didn't work for them. So try it out yourself, see if it works, and yeah, get back to me. Right, the final tip that I learned is the content trap. Now, to build a brand, we need to be creating content. And as all of you should know, we're not creating like a business brand, we're creating a personal brand. Now, whether you're doing Instagram posts, YouTube, whatever you're doing, creating content is highly, highly valuable. However, I went into it with the mindset of, oh yeah, I'm doing content marketing. This is going to generate me all my clients, which is great, which I thought, like, yeah, fair enough. I'm putting out value. Why that's not like a ridiculous thing to think. All right. However, content marketing isn't this. Content marketing isn't a way to get quick clients. Content marketing is, again, like I said, building a brand. It is long term. So realistically, you should think, if I start content marketing now, I'm going to see the results from this in 12 to 18 months. All right. You can't just rely, especially when you're starting out, on content marketing. You need to rely on outreach. Now, when I said 80% of your time should be outreach, I think another 10% of your time should be content. Now, whether this is, like I say, Instagram, whether you're doing like email newsletters, whatever you're doing, YouTube, I recommend creating content, but having the mindset of this isn't going to generate me clients now, but in a year and a half, I'm going to reap the rewards. Now, this is that delayed gratification that you've got to understand, because creating content, you'll probably be putting time, potentially money into developing all of this. And like whether it's YouTube videos, reels, shorts, all of this, which I highly recommend. However, you've just got to be in that mindset of, I'm doing this now, it's costing me time and money, but that doesn't matter because in the long term, it's going to benefit me. All right. So the way you should look at content marketing is it's a long-term strategy. However, that doesn't mean it doesn't benefit you in the short term. In the short term, it benefits you because when you are doing your outreach and people come to your profile, your Instagram, whatever, and they see your content, your authority grows. All right. They might not be converted into a customer from your content, but they'll give you the time of day from looking at your content. All right. Now that's so important. They give you the time of day by looking at your content. And that's why I'm not really a fan of cold email, because all they see is an email address in their inbox. Whether if you're doing Instagram DMs or Facebook DMs, they can look at your profile quickly and instantly see the content that you're creating. And this just goes from, oh, it's just another person DMing me, from, oh shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's putting out a lot of content which is related to me, related to my business. And I think everyone should be doing that. So those have been my bits of advice to you, lessons that I've learned. I hope these have all helped. My chicken and rice is on the way. It's delivered in 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to go wait by the window, and got all dark in here all of a sudden. But yeah, I hope this has been valuable. As always, cup and cap, and I will see you soon.